Judge Cecilia Archog. And during our previous episodes, we talked about getting to know yourself. Now, pagkatapos kilalanin ng mga ladies yung mga sarili nila, what is next? Ngayon po, pag-uusapan natin yung becoming the woman that God intended you to be. Okay, Judge, would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? Jail?
Coma na lang.
Bakit?
Decade lang naman yung 10 years.
5 years lang naman yung sa
No
jail.
In coma, you do not know what's happening. yung 5 years in jail, that's 5 years of hell.
You are fully aware of everything that is happening.
Yes.
Pero nakakulong ka, wala kang magawa. So, ang hirap. Okay. Doc, ito last na tayo. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Love today.
Love pa rin than money. So, let's begin. Sabi nga natin, our goal here is to help those ladies who want to become the best version of themselves. So, if I may ask you, Judge, who is Judge Cecilia Archog before you became a judge?
Before I became a judge, simply I come from a family of 6. I am the youngest. And in those times, we can say na poor in material possessions but rich in non-material possessions. Okay? I have had parents who taught me the values of hard work, honesty, integrity. Those were the very virtues that accompanied me together with my Christian journey, and that started the journey. So who was I? Who am I before I became a judge?
Yeah.
Briefly, ayun, an ambitious young girl. So I am a dreamer, and the Lord is the giver of dreams, and the Lord fulfills those dreams.
Hindi ka lang dreamer, no? But you are also a doer. Wala naman mapupulfill na dream na binigay sa'yo ni Lord kung hindi mo din ginawa yung part.
You do not put it into action and you do not do your part.
Okay. Why did you enter law school?
Law school, it was a wishful thinking for a girl aged 9, 10. 9, 10. I heard a judge speak on the commencement exercise of my elementary school. I just, a poor girl whose father says, I will buy you a new pair of slippers pag may butas na yung tsinelas mo. O pag natanggal na yung leaf. Okay. And I grew up in a place where reading a newspaper is a luxury. And I grew up in a place where during typhoons, there is no signal number 1 announcement, there is no signal number 2 announcement. So I go to school, cross the river, cross a rickety bridge, only to go to school and say, the classes are suspended.
Oh.
You go back home with books and notebooks wrapped in a cellophane. Mas importante hindi mabasa yung books
Kesa ikaw?
kaysa ako at that time. So yun. So I saw an elegant lady. Every girl would want the look of elegance. There's a look of dignity in her. So there was a wishful thinking. How I wish I would be like her. So that was the seed. But you know, when I went to high school, reality dawned na it's not all that easy. Okay, to fulfill your dreams, especially when poverty is something you have to hurdle, and the reality of where will the money come from. But I found out as I went through life, yun nga, God finances His programs.
Galing naman ni Lord dun po. And Tita Doc, I'm curious, what is the difference between a job, a career, and a calling?
Okay.
A job is something you do to make a living.
Something you do to make a living.
Yes.
Mm.
A career is an occupation, maybe a profession or a business, which also provides for a living. But at the same time, there is a little, what do you call this, element of wanting to improve yourself. So it's like for your personal growth. Like, di ba sabi nila, kinakareer mo na yan. Di ba? That's this term, kinakareer mo yan. So, ibig sabihin, from level 1, you want to rise up to level 2, level 3, up to the top of whatever you want. So, a job may be something you like or do not like, but you have to do it.
Because you have to earn.
Because you have to earn. But in a career, you will love it because you are looking at something in the future na one day you will become like this. Meron kang tinitignan na career path. So that's a career. What's the other question? Calling.
Yeah, calling.
A calling is something na meron kang passion. Parang it's innate. It's in you already. By the way, when we were born, God has endowed us with talents and gifts. Right?
Lahat
tayo.
walang exempted.
And yung mga yon, nakikita natin yung inclination natin doon na happy tayo, hinahanap-hanap din natin yon. But then, it is more pronounced when you have a relationship with the Lord. When you come to a point na you find meaning, ano ba ang meaning ng life? When you answer the question, what is the meaning of life? And when you answer that question, that is already the time when you know God is talking to you. He's stirring up something in you na the meaning of life is in you. Discoveryhin mo.
It's up to you, parang ganun.
Yes.
Paano ma-discover.
You have to do something for the world.
For the world.
Yes.
Hindi lang para sa sarili mo.
Hindi lang para sa sarili mo. For others and for the world. Napaka-positive, of course. Hindi naman negative.
Parang ito na po yung contribution mo din.
Yun yung contribution mo sa world. And
Okay.
knowing yung purpose mo. Na part ka nun.
Can you consider being a doctor your calling?
Yes.
Why?
Although I did not know I like to be a doctor.
You did. Unlike yung kay Judge, bata pa lang siya, I want to be that
It was
kind of.
forced on me.
Force on you? You mean
Yes.
choice ng magulang?
Choice ng magulang. At that time, I was so frivolous. Wala akong pakialam kung ano lang ang sinabi ng magulang.
Masunuring
anak. Parang at that time, hindi ako natutong mag-isip on my own. Basta, itong gawin mo, gagawin ko. So, nung nasa medical school na ako, doon na lang ako nag-isip. That's why I say, maybe I was called there. I was led there eh. I was led into this path na ang nag-lead sa akin, magulang ko, mother ko. The only thing you have to do is obey, pass your grades, pass all levels of your grades, and graduate. And
you did that.
And that is what I did.
You just followed.
I just followed. I believe it was the Lord also telling my mom. That's why sometimes I joke my mom eh. I said, galing mo talaga mama. Magaling kang mag-isip ng ROI.
Return on investment.
Yes, return on investment. But then, truly, I believe na doon ako. I was happy helping people. Not only helping my family, but helping people. And I find pleasure and joy seeing a person na naghihingalo. Tapos, bukas, nakasmile na sa'yo. Salamat po, Doctor. I took pleasure in really helping people.
Opo. By being a doctor, no?
By being
Hindi
a
lang siya obligasyon or responsibility mo. But
It was already,
I'm happy to.
and I say, that was already my calling.
Yes, I'm happy to hear that. So, I have another question for you, Judge. So, does having a clear understanding of your personality type relevant?
It is relevant. Like, if I am a judge, relevant yung personality ko na have to have a tough personality,
Yeah.
a strong personality. Because if I cannot project that kind of personality, my judgments would not be believable. I cannot enforce the court's judgments. Kaya, in a way, yes, relevant yung personality. Yun nga lang, may downside. Because sometimes, persons with those kinds of personalities are perceived in the Ilocano, nauyong.
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 Anong meaning yun?
Tough on the negative side.
Yes, tough, na may negative connotation. Ganon. A little bit lower than cruel.
Yes.
A little bit. Yun yung perception ng iba na hindi naiintindihan.
Yes.
Na,
Paying the price.
paying the price. Yeah, po. Doc, do we need to choose a career that suits our personality, or do we need to develop a personality type that will suit our chosen career?
I think both.
Both?
Yes.
Paano po?
Initially kasi, kung alam mong yung personality mo magsusut, like me, like being a doctor. Yung personality ko, medyo tough din ako. Hindi ako takot sa dugo, hindi ako takot sa mga aksidente, hindi ako takot sa patay. Kaya, pwede. But then, as you go through medical school, then you finish, then you're already in the field. Then you select what field you want again, kasi may maraming specialization. Doon na madidevelop yung ibang personality, traits na mag-fit dun sa career mo. Like, to be a doctor, you should know compassion.
Compassion.
Yes.
Hindi yun yung talagang innate sa'yo. Or something na develop na lang.
Because you understand situations more. You understand people more. Tapos, nagkakaroon ka ng compassion. So talagang, you will do your best. Like ako. There's a patient who cannot go home because wala silang maibabayad sa hospital or anything. O kung minsan walang pamasahe. Then you can share out. Compassion. O walang dugong makuha, walang mabili. Pareho ka ng blood type. I donate them.
Ikaw,
Yes.
talaga.
Na-develop yun. Hindi ko innate yun. Bibigay mo yung dugo mo?
Wow.
Yes. But madi-develop yun. You walk the talk. You're not only saying na I will help you. I will cure you. I will you do something.
Yes.
Para ma-cure siya. You do an extra mile.
Kaya both po,
Kaya both.
merong innate na personality na relevant dyan nga, pero meron din yung nade-develop as you fulfill your purpose. Okay po. Judge, what did you sacrifice in order to become the woman that God designed you to be?
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Tatanungin ko din yan sa'yo.
Oh!
Kaya.
Yeah. When you want to be the woman God wants you to be, you sacrifice your wills, you sacrifice your personal preferences. we have our personal preferences. Personal preferences first on the choice of husbands. We women have to make kasi the Lord gives us choices. Ipopresent. Hindi ako nag-a-agree yung it is God who chooses a mate for you. Kasi if it is the Lord who chooses a husband or a partner for you, if it does not work, you will blame God.
Ikaw kasi God eh.
Diba? That's why next to salvation, those are the two choices in life we make na the Lord allows us to exercise our freedom of choice. And sometimes, doon sa qualifications ni Lord, may mga qualifications tayong ini-impose natin qualifications na wala doon sa qualifications ng Panginoon. So, isa na yun.
Sacrifice na yun.
Sacrifice na yun.
Yung personal preferences.
Although actually, wala naman talaga. There is no sacrifice when you are following the Lord. We do not call it a sacrifice.
Oh.
There is no such thing as sacrifice because there is joy in obedience.
There is joy in obedience. I will take note on that. There is joy in obedience.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. How about you, Doc?
I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, yun naman po. Ikaw ba,
Yeah,
Doc?
I go with what Judge says na it's not really a sacrifice. What did I give up?
Oh, okay. What did you give up?
What did I give up?
Give up in order to become?
My revelations.
Okay.
Nagba-blush ako.
Sige.
Maybe I gave up having thinking of married life.
Yung married life.
Yung married life.
Mm-mm.
But sa totoo, hindi naman masyadong mahirap kasi okay lang naman na sa akin. Maybe on hindsight, I did not really give up anything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's also part of my personality. Or maybe I was just wired that way.
Yeah.
Na this is the design na when on the latter years of my life. Naku, latter years pa ako.
Oh, God.
Para ba akong yes, like when I was already 50. On my 50s, looking back, sabi ko, hindi naman talaga ako kasi okay lang naman. It was not really, I gave it up, but it was not really something that cost me much.
Mm-mm.
I'm good, I'm still okay, I am happy, I'm still fulfilled.
Yeah. Kasi nga po, ayan na nga din yan yung calling. You are destined to be.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. Next natin. So, Judge, how do you use your profession in advancing the work of God here on earth?
People go to court to have solutions to their problems. And as a Christian judge, sometimes the wars that are fought in court are also family wars. And the fiercest wars are not the wars fought in Marawi, in Afghanistan, in Syria, in Lebanon. The fiercest wars are the wars fought within and among family members. I take it a personal responsibility or a personal duty to exert everything that I can to make warring parties be mediated. You do not get all that you want. It's a give and take situation. It's also a time for we can invite God into the process. And it is also an opportunity to introduce God as a peacemaker, a God who is more interested in giving justice. What is justice? Justice does not necessarily mean you have to turn the other eye, you have to close your eyes. Justice may also mean that you have to pay for remuneration, you have to give reparation for reconciliation to be done. So what I'm saying, it is in these situations that the Lord brings to me people and an opportunity for me as a Christian judge to show them that part of God where He is a just God.
Nagkaroon ka po ng platform.
May
sa pamamagitan
platform.
ng professionals.
Yes. Our professions can be used as our platform. It is also an opportunity to show them that they need Christ.
Yeah.
They need salvation. They cannot forgive unless they accept the forgiveness of the Lord. Forgiveness of God.
Yeah. Very nice nga po. Ma-execute mo yung pagiging forgiving nga ni God, maibabahagi mo yun sa tao, maimumulat mo sila doon na yun nga, sinabi mo, more than just paying the damages para ma-attain yung reconciliation.
In our society, we look at criminals as condemned individuals. Kahit hindi pa natatapos yung trial, ay condemned na sila.
Condemned.
Criminals na sila.
Mark.
Sinners.
Markado na.
It takes a set of eyes that the Lord would give you to look at them as souls. To look at criminals as souls who need forgiveness also. Na they cannot change. We put them into prison as a form of punishment, but do they really come out reformed after staying in prison? In my experience, there are those who get out of prison and commit the same crime, commit drug offenses again, commit rape, commit killings. So what did the prison term do to them? It did not reform them. We as Christians know na the only one who can reform the wicked heart, the sinful heart, the criminal heart, the litigious heart is the love of God.
Okay. Na-soft naman yung heart ko doon. So, thank you po. Ang gandang privilege ngayong platform. How about you, Doctora? How do you use your calling or your profession in advancing the work of God?
Okay. Eh, syempre, I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ is a healer. So, in the same light,
Yeah.
we heal the sick. But then we have to make them also realize na ultimately, it is God
Ultimately.
who is the healer. And there are occasions when it is very difficult when you are in a situation na they are so distressed out, they do not know what to do. So, sometimes what I can only offer is prayer. And this prayer sometimes it calms them down. Naka-calm yung spirit nila. I think nobody will refuse you.
Oh.
Nobody will refuse a prayer.
Mm-mm.
That is like already a seed being planted. There is still a God who he is injecting. Here is a doctor who is injecting a God in the equation for my healing.
Wow.
Diba? Although we are not talking of spiritual healing here, only physical lang ano. Pero what more if they will come to realize there is more?
There is more.
Because it's not only the physical healing. And when they get the physical healing, they because the seed has been planted, they would want to explore that avenue. Who is this God who healed me? Why did He heal me? Why did I come to know this doctor who prayed for me? I have never seen a doctor who prays for me. Most of the doctors, they will not pray for you. But sometimes, not all naman pinag-pray ko. Maybe I can pray for them secretly before I do an operation like that. But hindi. But there are times talagang parang nililid ka ng Panginoon na
Pray with them.
pray with them. And even in the operating room, minsan I'm led na. So, when you pray, everybody stand still. It's different. It's a different situation. Even the nurses, even the doctors, even the attendants, they were all when I will ask the patient, yeah, you like and pray for you before con. Sometimes I see them very nervous when they see me leaning towards the patient and holding the hand of the patient and wanting to calm the patient kasi masyadong ninenervyos to calm them down. Everybody stops. I don't know, there's something magical about it. It's spiritual, powerful. They also like to pray with me. They like also to listen to my prayer. And they are agreeing with the prayer. Na the operation will go smoothly, she will recover smoothly, and she will live a life later na pleasing to the Lord. Yun, I think that was yung parang nagagawa kong platform na ipapakilala ko ang Panginoon kung hindi man nila, kung nakalimutan man nila, napapaalalahan na there is really a God who is in control of their lives.
Opo, and that's
Life
very
of their-
powerful yung prayer po, no? Parang kahit anong calling mo, kahit anong profession mo, or kahit anong, sino ka pa man, basta mag-pray ka, si God yung kausap mo din eh. Wala
Yes.
siyang pipiliin, pakikinggan ka niya. So, thank you very much, Don Doc. And last question po natin. Last question. What can you advise to a young career woman who is also committed in serving the Lord?
It is important for young professionals to first know and determine ano ba talaga yung purpose that the Lord has for them. Okay, let me quote the Proverbs 18:10. A man can have, I'm rephrasing it.
Okay.
A man can have so many plans, but it is the purpose of the Lord
That prevails.
that prevails. There is so much unsureness on things. You'd like to try this, you'd like to try this, you'd like to try this. Saan ba talaga ako?
Yes.
Now, yun nga, kanina, Doc mentioned about a job which gives you the pay. A job is something that you may or may not like, but you have to do it because that's where the money comes from. Now, somewhere along the way, if you will find that your job becomes your calling, dito na yung papasok yung career development, career path, and even career change. So, you will pursue a career where you will find fulfillment because you will know that that is where the purposes that God has for you will be fulfilled. And how do you know that that is God's purpose in your life? You enjoy doing it. You enjoy doing the work even if it is difficult.
Even if it is difficult.
Even if it is difficult. My job is a toxic job. But I look forward to going to the court on Monday mornings because there is something that I have to do for the Lord. I do not look forward to Friday afternoons. Friday afternoons just come because it happens to be Friday. When you love your job, hindi mo na mahahalata na, ay, Friday na pala. Wow, thank you, Lord. I was able to do something for the week.
Wow.
After all, job is something that is enjoyable. And when you find the job, which is at the same time your calling, and it is where you find career fulfillment, that is the best blessing of it all. Because may pera ka na, masaya ka na sa Panginoon, enjoy pa ang Panginoon sa'yo. And then, you've got to find expression in yourself, fulfillment. When we do our job, when we interact with people, do they see God in us? Do they see Jesus is in us? Who is the Jesus in the courtroom? Who is the Jesus in this judge? Who is this Jesus in this mother? Who is this Jesus in this wife? So, we play different roles.
Yeah.
But all in all, we will be judged by the amount of Jesusness and godliness na naka-impact sa workplace natin, sa family natin, and sa community natin.
Okay po. So talagang na-take note ko doon na in everything you do, kahit nasa mga young ladies, dapat lahat ng ginagawa mo, si God yung nakikita. Kahit ano pang role yan, kahit ano pang calling yan. And then, na-note ko din po na yung calling mo, no, hindi lahat laging madali. Kasi na-mention mo yung difficult Pero even if it is difficult, pag talagang passionate ka dito, gagawin mo yan ng may excitement. Ikaw naman po, Doktora.
Mukhang wala na akong sasabihin.
Wala
Ang ganda-ganda na ng sinabi.
Nag-yes. You agree?
I agree.
Yes.
But I have a little more to say regarding, because she says she's 50 and I am 70. So there's 20 years between us. Sa young woman na committed sa Lord. Proverbs 3.
Proverbs 3.
5-6. Commit your ways unto the Lord. Acknowledge the Lord in all your ways and He will direct your path.
Wow.
Kasi sa totoo, walang makakatulong sa iyo ng correct, tama, 100%, 101% kung hindi ang Panginoon. And if you commit your ways unto Him and you will acknowledge Him in all your ways, hindi ka niya ililihis. Ilalagay ka niya talaga dun sa tama. Kaya for you, a young person wanting to develop yung career and at the same time, i-balance yung calling, it's still, bottom line, it is the Lord.
It is
Acknowledge Him, commit your ways, know that He is good. Wala siyang gagawin. If trials come, it will only pass through. Enjoyin mo ang Panginoon. Do not even think that He is punishing you, He is giving you a hard time. No! Because He is a good God. He is a good God, very good God.
Yes.
kailangan you will have a strong resolve din sa sarili mo na mag-obey.
Obedience.
Pwede mong alam. Yes, I know all of these things. Yes, I know. But I'm not doing anything. I am not obeying.
Application. Alam.
Then it will be useless. All of your dreams will be shattered. Yun na nga, actually, even up to now, it's still a hard time. It's still a process in me.
Yung pag-obey?
Even at this time.
Talaga?
Oh, may
Hindi
mga
lang
areas.
sa edad namin mahirap mag-obey.
Hindi. Iba-iba ring levels yan pagdating mo eh.
Comes with age.
Yes.
May age bracket.
Yes.
Obedience.
Oo. Kasi may mga pinapakita nga ang Panginoon na, eto, dito ka mag-obey. Lalagpasan mo yan. Meron pa pala. Meron pa siyang inaayos. Kasi He is more interested in your character
Wow.
than in your
Whatever it is.
people sees in you. No. He's more dependent in your character. Yun na nga yung sabi nga ni Judge na ang ultimate judge pa rin is the Lord. And He judges the heart. Not what He sees outside or what people see outside. You may be good, you may be doing all of these good works, you have been helping, you have been doing all of these things, but how about your heart?
Yeah. That's the best thing about God po, ano?
Yes.
Hindi siya tumitingin ng pang-external, pero yung puso natin, so alam niya pa rin.
So, in the end, God pa rin talaga.
God pa din.
Yes.
Focus ka agad.
That is where you truly find fulfillment, satisfaction, joy, rest, peace, and everything. All in the Lord.
Okay po. Meron ka pong i-add?
Oo nga. I just wanted to add, well, Doc has been my friend for the past.
Nag-compute ng years.
Compute na ako. 14 years.
14.
Probably.
Around that time. And the age difference is, sinabi na niya eh,
Oo.
20. What I'm saying is, my dear young professionals, whoever you are, who is listening at this time, have a friend who is older than you, na may wisdom, na may godly wisdom. And at the same time, be also a mentor to a person who is younger than you are. So, you have an obligation to the younger generation, and the older generation has also an obligation towards you. That way, we can make this world a better place for young professionals, for young women, for women to be able to accomplish the purposes that God has prepared for them.
Yay!
Yes, parang ano
Yay.
ba bang conclusion yung gagawin
That wraps
natin?
it up.
Opo nga eh, diba?
That
And
wraps it
yung ginagawa nyo po, you're mentoring us. You are investing your time, your talent, pati yung wisdom nyo, kaya I'm very privileged. And yun din po, tita, nirelate niya yung answer niya sa topic natin last time about accountability, di ba? We challenge the ladies to have accountability partners.
Yes.
Na be one, have one. Yun yung sinabi ni Judge
one,
dito
have
na
one. Oh.
hindi mo pwedeng solohin yung journey na yan, na kailangan mo ng a friend. Sabi niya nga, na friend yun na pwedeng mag-mentor sa'yo, mag-guide. Yun, thank you so much, Judge Cecil and Dr. Ellie. I've learned a lot and I hope you learned a lot as well. And yun po, have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.